Yes, student. Next one, the optical property. Optical, that is related to light of colloidal solution. It is Tyndall effect. In high school classes, you have already studied about the Tyndall effect, and I think you all know about the Tyndall effect. What is it? Suppose from a colloidal solution, that is the solution colloid. Okay. Suppose this is of starch or any of the colloidal solution, and from any of the light sources, the light beam is passes. Then the beam of light, when passes through the colloidal solution, it becomes visible. Okay. It becomes visible, and you can simply see here the particles are moving here and there. So what is the reason of it? The reason of it is the light radiation. It strikes with the big size colloidal particle. You know that the size of colloidal particle are quite big as compared to true solution. Therefore, these colloidal particle scattered the light in the different direction. This scattering of light is known as Tyndall effect. Okay, and the path which becomes what? Illuminated due to strike of light on colloidal particle. This is known as the Tyndall hole. Student, there is a question in the answer exercise. What happens when a light beam is passes through colloidal solution? So we have to write it shows Tyndall effect. But if there is true solution, suppose it is true solution, then there is what? No scattering of light. Simply the light will pass without any deviation or scattering. What is the condition of Tyndall effect? The condition is, as I told you, this is what? Scattering of light. That is, the light particles are scattered by the colloidal particle. That means what? The size of colloidal must be little heavier or larger as compared to the wavelength used. Okay. And the second one is, there must be large difference between the refractive indices of dispersed phase and medium. Okay, if the dispersed phase and medium have large difference, whenever we can observe Tyndall effect, otherwise the Tyndall effect will not be observed. The second one is called Brownian movement. This is called mechanical property. Okay, student, you can also perform this experiment at your home, that in a glass vessel you take a water little, that is half filled water, or any of the glass vessel having any of the shape, like the bowl shape. Okay, big bowl shape having larger surface area. Now fill it with the water and then add some pollen grains. Okay, pollen grains means you can see the pigment present in the flowers, the plant flowers, or very small pieces of paper cutting, very small pieces of paper cutting, or even the dust particle. Okay, you will see that these particles are continuously moving, but their motion, like here, suppose we are taking in a bowl and it is half filled with the water, like that. Okay, now if you add some pollen grain or smaller particles like paper pieces, etc., okay, you will find that the particles are moving in zigzag manner, like that, in zigzag manner. This zigzag movement of the colloidal particle is known as Brownian movement. It is because it is first time observed by the scientist Brownian, so called Brownian movement. Okay. The Brownian movement depends on the size of colloidal particle. As smaller the size of colloidal particle, lesser will be its viscosity, and therefore more will be the Brownian moment. The moment of particle, it is due to the bombardment of dispersion medium against the colloidal particle. That means what? The colloidal particles bombard the dispersion medium bombard the colloidal particle, therefore they move here and there, and this is in zigzag movement. Third one is electrical property. Now student, in the differences we have seen that the colloidal solution are stable in nature. Stable, that is they do not settle down. Okay, that means their particles are always in motion. Okay, moving here and they are always they moving. What is the reason of it? The reason of it is actually all the colloidal particles are having the electrical charge. That is either they are positively charged or they are negatively charged. While the medium in which they kept, they have the opposite charge. Get it? Now again, as the all the particles are having any of the charge, okay, but in a particular colloid, all particles have a same charge, either they are positive or they are negative. So being they are of same charge, they repel each other, and due to repulsion they do not settle down and they continuously moving here and there. Again, they do not interact with each other, being they repel each other, and therefore no aggregation of colloidal particle takes place, as they do not combine to form a big molecule, that is very big molecule, therefore they do not settle down. Like the ferric hydroxide solution is positively charged, while the water act as dispersion medium is having a negative charge. Similarly, arsenious sulfide, it is negatively charged colloid, while the water dispersion medium, it becomes now positive charge. So due to the differences in charge, they always what moving here and there, and they shows what stability.